Hi, everybody. Welcome to Swain County High School, home of the Lady Devils, as we are getting ready for non-conference action here this afternoon. You're right on time as the Blue Ridge Sports Academy Guardians are hitting here in the top of the first inning against our Lady Devils. And the pitch is going to be floating inside for a ball. Kind of a delayed call there from the home plate umpire. By the way, our umpires are from the Asheville area today here at Swain County. And surprisingly enough, both our teams are from the Asheville area today. There's a ground ball to third base. Bobbled, picked up, and no play. So on the first ball in play, we're going to wind up with an error, I'm afraid, as Kirsten Smith and Haley Woodard, Maddie Spates, Candace Crisp. We'll talk about all those girls in just a minute. But that was Rebecca McElreath, who just led off for the Blue Ridge Sports Academy. They're actually from the Swannanoa area over in Buncombe County. Madison McElreath, her sister, is now hitting, and they're coached by, you got it, Scott McElreath. He is the head coach, and he has two daughters playing, Rebecca and Madison, hitting 1-2. And right now, Rebecca is down at first base with nobody out. There's a foul ball out of play. Carly Bugg is going to be on deck, and her dad is one of the assistant coaches, as a matter of fact, for the Blue Ridge Sports Academy. Coming in, they are 1-4. At home, they are 1-2. On the road, they are 0-2 this year in limited playing time. They're wearing, of course, it looks, as a matter of fact, it is black. Their colors are actually blue and white, but they're wearing a black and white uniform today. And here we go. Pitch is going to be in. No throw down to second base as Rebecca McElreath is now safely in at second with nobody out. And her sister, Madison, the starting center fielder for Blue Ridge, and it makes it sound like they're from Blue Ridge, Georgia, but they are not. They are the Blue Ridge Sports Academy from Swannanoa. Over again, just outside of Asheville in Buncombe County, over on Christian Creek Road, as a matter of fact. One on, nobody out here as we're just getting started under cloudy skies. We actually had a couple of drops of rain a few minutes ago, but so far nothing seems really threatening. Another foul ball into the Guardian dugout. Kind of like the Cleveland Guardians. If you're a Major League Baseball fan, yep, they're not the Cleveland Indians anymore, even though diehard Cleveland fans are not happy with the new name of Guardians, as we are living in a politically correct society, and I'll just leave that right there. Here's a pitch going to be low in the dirt, gets by, and hustling on down to third base is going to be Rebecca McElreath, now in scoring position with nobody out. And her sister still at the plate. Carly Bugg is going to be on deck. But the Guardians hitting here on the top of the first. Our Lady Devils, of course, the home team. We played Blue Ridge Sports Academy earlier this year, winning 13-3 in that first meeting that we played over in Buncombe County. Matter of fact, here's the first base on balls now. So our Lady Devils having a tough start here. Now the runners on the corners, the McElreath sisters at third and now at first with nobody out. Carly Bugg is going to be hitting. Carly is the starting second baseman for the Guardians. Pitch is going to be high. Both the McElreath sisters quick to jump off the base, so our defense going to have to really be on our toes defensively, and we have struggled somewhat this year on defense. So got to be so aware with runners on base. Here comes an easy stolen base down to second as Madison McElreath, with nobody at second base, easily glides into second, of course, with her sister at third. Carly Bugg hitting. Haley McCall is going to be on deck. She'll be pitching this afternoon for the Guardians. Pitch just a little bit getting away from our catcher. Addison Jenkins is behind the plate here in game number one. By the way, this is going to be game one of a doubleheader. We have a second game coming up later this evening with the Asheville Trailblazers. So this must be Asheville Day here at Swain County. Pitch going to be, looks like a call strike. Again, a very slow call by the home plate umpire behind the plate as far as balls and strikes. But that strike is in there. Again, runners at second and third. No out. There's a ground ball to shortstop. On over to first base to get the batter, but the run is in, and the runner at second heads on down to third base. So now the Guardians strike first here in the first inning with 1 run. And that was, again, Carly Bugg hitting into that force out at first base. So 1 down. Hayla McCall now, the starting pitcher for the Guardians, going to be hitting. She wears number 12. Pitch going to be high, missing. And again, the Guardians still with a runner on base down at third base is the second McElreath sister. Hayla McCall at the plate. Ground ball in play, down a slow roller to short. Throw on over to first base, going to be in time. But again, another run is in now for the Guardians off the bat of Hayla McCall with the second ground ball in a row to shortstop. So Bugg and McCall have both grounded out to shortstop, but both picked up an RBI in the meantime, as Anna Mitchell, the starting shortstop for the Guardians, is now going to be hitting with nobody on and 2 down. But again, the Guardians with 2 runs in. There's a shot into left center field that's going to be picked up on the first top. Good play over there in left field by the Lady Devils, Hannah Schuler, starting in left field today. And I believe Hannah's going to be pitching in the second game of this doubleheader. But that is the first base hit of the day. And that is Anna Mitchell, now down. And she's going to be pitch going to be in for a ball, 2 down. So the first base hit of the afternoon is off the bat, actually, of Stacy Braswell, the starting third baseman. Got to get the players right here. Now at the plate is Anna Mitchell, the starting shortstop for the Blue Ridge Guardians. But again, Stacy Braswell coming up with that base hit just a moment ago, the first clean hit of the ball game. Anna Mitchell at the plate, hitting with 2 out, pitch inside for a ball. Count runs 3-1 now with 2 out. Again, Stacy Braswell down at first base. Already the Guardians on the board with 2 here on the top of the first inning. Pitch missing. So that is going to be a call strike again. Very late signals here from the home plate umpire. And when he doesn't signal, you immediately think it's a ball. But then a second or 2 later, he calls a strike. So now full count, 2 out. Payoff pitch coming. Here it comes. There's a hard shot into left field again. This one's going to be going all the way to the fence. The runner at first is going to be rounding third and will hold at third. So now with a stand-up double down at second base is going to be Anna Mitchell. So Blue Ridge getting things done here in a hurry in the first inning. That's going to bring up Hazel Braswell. And I'm guessing she is the sister of Stacy Braswell, who had a hit just a moment ago. Hazel Braswell is the starting first baseman for the Guardians now with 2 runners in scoring position. Anna Mitchell down at second base. Stacy Braswell over at third base. There's a ground ball up the middle. We got a glove on it, but couldn't make the play. 1 run is in, and Hazel Braswell is in at first base. And not sure what the official scorer will say, but I'm going to score that a hit, even though we got a little bit of a glove on it. We couldn't make a play, so it's a 3-0 lead now for the Guardians over the Lady Devils with runners on the corners. And Callista Torres, the left fielder, batting now for the Guardians, who have almost batted it around. Rebecca Calloway is going to be on deck. And then back to the top of the lineup here with a 3-0 Guardian lead. Foul ball, no play. As we mentioned a moment ago, we've got a second game coming up. Asheville Trailblazers coming up here on the Maroon Devils Network following this first game. Pitch missing inside. Easy run down to second base by Hazel Bradwell. Runners now at second and third. Again, 3 hits in a row for Blue Ridge Sports Academy. Braswell, Mitchell, and Braswell all with hits. There's a ball in the dirt. Nobody advancing now. Obviously, Torres wanting a hit here to drive in a potential 2 runs as the Guardians have a 3-0 lead. And the first time these two teams met, oh, there's a call, strike, and that's going to be a very late call, but that's going to be strike number 3. So the Guardians leave 2 on base, but they strike for 3 in the top of the first inning. We'll be back 3-0 as our Lady Devils will come to bat after this timeout.
Tilt up so you can show the kids and not the field. There you go.
Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first inning here with the Blue Ridge Sports Academy Guardians in the lead. And there's a called first strike. Pitching this afternoon for the Guardians, Haley McCall is in the pitching circle wearing number 12. And leading off for the Lady Devils is going to be our center fielder, Kirsten Smith. There's a foul ball. And got to brag on the Lady Devils. We won against Blue Ridge Sports Academy the first time we met, 13-3. But I think even more importantly, our Lady Devils had a big conference win yesterday, 20-11 over Hayesville, jumping on the Yellow Jackets for 5 runs in the first inning and never looked back. There's a pitch in for a ball. But of course, the games that we're broadcasting today are not conference games. These are non-conference games. Probably 2 teams you don't know much about, and we don't know a whole lot about either. There's a ground ball in play to the shortstop. Hustling on down to first. Going to be in time on the play from the shortstop over there, Anna Mitchell. So 1 down. Haley Woodard is going to be hitting now for the Lady Devils. We'll bring you some stats here as we can, but on the season, Haley hitting the ball well. 459 on the season. 17 hits. That includes 13 singles, 4 doubles, 7 RBIs, 8 walks on the year for Haley. We were talking about Kirsten a moment ago, hitting .271 coming into this game today with 13 hits and 5 doubles along with 7 hits. On deck is going to be Maddie Spates, the team leader in most categories, hitting .500 with 20 hits, 3 doubles, couple of home runs, 15 RBIs. Ground ball to the third baseman. Can't make the play, and that's going to be the first error on the Guardians here this afternoon. As now Haley Woodard is going to be on with an error. So both teams have seen a little bit of a defensive issue in the first inning. Maddie Spates hitting. As we mentioned, Maddie is just knocking the cover off the ball as she is really hitting well. 500 average in her 40 at-bats, 20 hits. Ball gets by and hustling on down to second easily is going to be Haley Woodard. But Maddie with 15 hits on the year. That includes, we've got 3 doubles, couple of home runs. Team leader in RBIs with 15. And again, just a really solid hitter. There's a ground ball to third, and there's going to be no play. Third baseman decided not to try to make a play to first base. As the runner at second started to go, Haley Woodard made her hesitate just enough. And that's going to be a fielder's choice for Maddie Spates. So now the Lady Devils starting to make some noise offensively. As we mentioned, we scored 5 against Hayesville in the first inning yesterday over in Clay County. Hitting now is going to be Candace Crisp, our pitcher this afternoon in game 1. There's a ball getting through, and both runners advancing now for the Lady Devils. Maddie Spates down at second, and Haley Woodard hustling on down to third. So got a couple of potential runs here for Candace Crisp. There's a ground ball. It's going to be back to the pitcher. Easy play over at first base for out number 2. So the Lady Devils with runners in scoring position, and Savannah Smith coming to the plate now for the offense on the season. Savannah hitting .237 on the year with 9 hits, 6 singles, couple of doubles, a triple. 9 RBIs on the year for Savannah. Our Lady Devils, of course, like most teams, a lot of people left on base. 64 hitters left on base with that strike in. On the season, our team hitting .281, 21 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs on the season. 98 strikeouts, 47 bases on balls, and 64 runners left on base. Off-speed pitch going to miss for a ball. Coming with 2 out now and 2 on for the Lady Devils, trying to answer against the Blue Ridge Sports Academy team that Swain beat early in the year 13-3. The windup and the throw, swing and a miss for a strike 2. 2 down now. We're in the bottom of the first inning here. Lady Devils again with a couple of runners on at second and third. And an off-speed pitch going to be foul off down the first base side by Savannah, our designated player this afternoon. On deck is going to be Tori Johnson, the Lady Devils starting right fielder. Talking about the Blue Ridge Sports Academy defense in the pitching circle, as we mentioned just a moment ago, is Haley McCall. Behind the plate is Rebecca McElreath. There's a pitch that gets by. Lady Devils will advance on the runners. 1 run will score. And it's going to be Maddie hustling on down to third on that. Looks like a wild pitch could be scored on that one. It was pretty high. So now 3-1 our score. Guardians lead the Lady Devils as Savannah Smith hangs in there. A hit would be run number 2. There's a ground ball. It's going to be picked up by the first baseman on over to first base, covered over there by the second baseman. Good hustle over there by the Guardians as they get out number 3. So we've played 1. We've got a 3-1 lead for the Guardians over our Lady Devils. Stay with us. We'll be back with more softball in just a moment. Fans, welcome back. We go to the top of the second inning here in the first game of our scheduled doubleheader, as it's going to be Rebecca Calloway, the number 9 batter in the Guardian lineup, leading off. Pitch outside for a ball, then back to the top of the order with Rebecca McElreath and her sister Madison hitting 1-2 in the top of the second, with the Guardians leading the Lady Devils here 3-1 in non-conference play. Pitch in, that's going to be a strike. As again, pitching in the circle today for the Lady Devils, Candace Crisp, who has pitched in limited appearances this year, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 13 bases on balls, 6 strikeouts in her time in the circle this year for the Lady Devils. But getting a start here this afternoon, pitch in for strike 2. So good work by Candace. Candace Crisp doing a good job here this afternoon for the Lady Devils. Candace, a junior. Of course, this team is kind of dominated by juniors with 7. There's a foul ball. We only have 1 senior, and talking about that, we've got Senior Day coming up next Tuesday, as our Lady Devils will be hosting Andrews. Only 1 senior, of course, on this Lady Devil team, and that's Savannah Smith. Now, our baseball team also will have Senior Day hosting Andrews at basically about the same time next Tuesday, about 6 o'clock or so. And they have 5 seniors. Boy, they're going to miss next year. There's a wow, that looked like a slow swing. I'm not sure the batter realized that pitch was on the way. It was a slow swing, almost like she was a practice swing. Yeah. But, wow, it's going to count because the pitch was coming, and that's going to be out number 1. And the strikeout for Candace Crisp. Her second strikeout here, as now the Guardians are back to the top of the order with the McElreath sisters hitting 1-2. Pitch high for a ball. Last time Rebecca got on with an error, and then her sister followed with a base on balls. So that started that 3-run top of the first inning for the Guardians. Glad to have you along on the Maroon Devils Network. Pitch gets by for a ball. Got several people here enjoying softball at Swain County High School. And again, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll be playing Under the Lights in game 2, I'm guessing, as the Asheville Trailblazers will be our second non-conference opponent here in this doubleheader. Pitch, oh boy, that was close, just missing. 1 out here, top of the second inning, 3-1. Blue Ridge Sports Academy lead over the Lady Devils. As we mentioned, the Guardians coming in 1-4. There's a floating pitch for a ball. That's going to be a walk. So now Rebecca McElreath has been on twice in her 2 plate appearances. As we mentioned, Blue Ridge Sports Academy 1-4 this year. They've played only 5 games. Our Lady Devils are now 2-8 in conference play. There's a stolen base. Second base is open, and Rebecca flies in. The throw is down, but it's going to be late. Our Lady Devils are 2-8 overall. Check that, conference play. 2-8 in conference play with a win over Hayesville yesterday. We are 3-11 overall. Pitch hit a batter. So now the McElreath sisters have made 4 plate appearances, and they have been on all 4 times. Madison got on with a walk last time, and both the sisters have scored. She got hit on the left calf, but talks to her coach out there, and I believe she may have a pinch runner coming in. Well, maybe not. Now she walks back to first late after the pitch was thrown. There's a foul ball out of play on the third base side. So the McElreath sisters on again, and now it's going to be Carly Bugg hitting for the Blue Ridge Sports Academy. As we mentioned, her dad is one of the assistant coaches on the Guardian team. So obviously we talked about the head coach, Scott McElreath. He has 2 daughters playing on this team. But one of his assistants is Coach Bugg, and that is his daughter at the plate here, I'm guessing. Haley McCall is going to be on deck now for the Guardians with only one down here in the top of the second. Pitch high for a ball. So we've got the Guardians here as the umpire wants to brush off the sweep off the home plate. And then the Trailblazers coming up in game 2. But don't forget, and we'll be talking about this throughout both broadcasts, senior night is next Tuesday. Andrew's coming to town, weather permitting, of course. You know how that can go. Pitch floating high for a ball. So 1 senior for the girls, 5 seniors for the boys. Both teams hosting Andrews. Both game times about 6 o'clock next Tuesday for senior night. So we hope you'll come out and honor all these seniors, 5 guys and 1 softball player. And there is the second walk of this inning, as now Carly Bugg will walk to load the bases. And Haley McCall, who grounded to shortstop but got an RBI, is at the plate now. Haley McCall, the pitcher for the Guardians this afternoon. On deck is going to be Stacy Braswell. Bugg and McCall both got RBIs their last time up. Both hitters hit the ball to shortstop. There's a ball that's going to be, looks like out of play over on the left field bank outside the chain link fence. But now the Guardians with a huge opportunity here with only 1 out. And the bases loaded. And the cleanup hitter at the plate. Pitch low, going to be in the dirt, but scooped up by catcher Addison Jenkins. Haley McCall steps back into the batter's box now. Under cloudy skies. Things are lightening up a little bit. We had a couple of sprinkles earlier. Pitch floating. Wow. That's a generous strike. Haley McCall back in the batter's box here with a couple of strikes and 1 down. And again, the bases loaded with Braswell on deck. Pitch high. Again, this is a ball. Both the McElreath sisters in scoring position. Rebecca on third, Madison on second. They both scored last inning. There's a pitch in the dirt again, and that's going to be ball 4, and that's going to walk in a run. So a tough situation here. We have issued 3 walks and hit a batter in 4 consecutive hitters for Blue Ridge Sports Academy. So the Lady Devils struggling right now to come up with an out, and Stacy Braswell got on with a base hit last time. So that makes it a 4-1 Guardian lead. Wind up on the throw. That one's going to be in for a strike. From the strong right arm of Candace Crisp. Candace starting this game. Hannah Schuler going to be starting game 2. Pitch, 2 strikes in a row now. After having a little bit of a problem finding the strike zone, Candace right back in the groove with 2 straight strikes, 0-2 count now with 1 out. There's a foul ball. On deck going to be Anna Mitchell for the Guardians here. Again, in non-conference play, Blue Ridge Sports Academy from Swannanoa, North Carolina, over in Buncombe County. And, of course, the Asheville Trailblazers. Pretty obvious where they're from. There's a well-hit ball, but right at center fielder. And the ball kind of got away from our center fielder out there, Kirsten Smith. I think she lost it. But no harm done as one run will. No, it looks like nobody scored. Everybody stays, even though the throw was a little slick. Ball slipped out of her hand, but that's 2 out now. The bases are still loaded, and it's a 4-1 Guardian lead. There's a high pop-up, and going to be in the glove of the Lady Devils third baseman. So that's going to be the out. And boy, a tough one for the Guardians as they leave the bases loaded, but they get one more for a 4-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the second here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of these things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
Fans, here we go. Bottom of the second inning, 4-1. Blue Ridge Sports Academy leading our Lady Devils here in non-conference play on a Friday afternoon. Batting here for the Lady Devils as we get things underway in the bottom of the second inning is going to be Tori Johnson, the right fielder for the Lady Devils. And looking at some of the stats as we have a chance here on this Friday afternoon. We didn't find any stats available for Blue Ridge Sports Academy coming into this game, but so just so you know, we're not trying to play favorites, but Tori Johnson coming into this game for the Lady Devils hitting right now 192, 5 hits on the year, 3 singles, a double and a triple, and 3 RBIs on the season. So now got a strike in and a 4-1 Guardian lead. Bottom of the second inning, this game scheduled for 7. Oh, it is going to be 5. Okay, hey, my good friend Joe Holt just corrected me. 5 innings, and that makes sense because we are playing a doubleheader. So we have Asheville's Trailblazers coming up in Game 2, and that's going to be just a few minutes after game number 1 here. There's a well-hit ball into right center field. Going to be getting by. Going to be going all the way to the fence. Rounding first, heading for second, and probably heading for third is going to be Tori Johnson. And she is in safely with a stand-up triple. And Tori Johnson just got her second triple of the year for the Lady Devils. They only have 3 as a team. And Tori has, now they have 4. Tori has 2 of the 4 triples with a shot between right and center field, all the way to the wall, if you will, for a stand-up triple. Faith Woodard now hitting with 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Faith coming in, hitting 167 with 6 hits. Couple of singles, 4 doubles on the year, 7 RBIs for Faith. And the Lady Devils trying to answer, down 4-1. With nobody out here on the bottom of the second inning. There's another shot into the outfield. This one's going to be caught on 1 hop, but the run will score, and that's an RBI single for Faith Woodard here as she just pops that one into right field. So the Lady Devils now getting the bats coming alive a little more. Boy, they really got the bats going yesterday in Hayesville with that 20-11 win. 5 runs in the first inning. There's a bunt, and it's going to be foul, they say. The ball was in play, but it must have hit the plate according to the home plate umpire. They're going to call that a foul, and now Coach McElreath has a question for the home plate umpires to, I'm guessing, as to whether that should have been a foul ball or if the ball was in play, which, again, from our angle, the ball was very much in play. Coach goes back to the dugout, but I have a feeling that was his question as well. So now, Lady Devils back in the batter's box. There's a foul ball. Hannah Schuler starting in left field this afternoon, batting now. Hannah's going to be the starting pitcher. That's the plan anyway in game number 2. Hannah on the season hitting .167 with 5 hits. And Hannah also has a triple on the year. Kaylee Parker going to be on deck. Ooh, there's a pitch kind of got away from the Guardian pitcher, Haley McCall. That one slipped a little bit. And that happens. Sometimes when you're trying to throw it fast and hard, it just slips out of your hand. Swing and a miss. Big pitch there, and that's going to be a strikeout. I believe the first strikeout of the afternoon for pitcher Haley McCall of Blue Ridge. And it's going to bring up Kaylee Parker now for the Lady Devils. Kaylee on the season hitting .281 with 9 hits. Got a big double among those and a couple of RBIs on the year. Pitch high, outside for a ball. Faith Woodard dancing off first, gets back. It's a 4-2 ball game. Blue Ridge Sports Academy 3 in the first, 1 in the second. The Lady Devils 1 in the first and now 1 in the second. Pitch in for a strike. And here in the second inning, that big leadoff triple by Torrey Johnson. And then Faith Woodard knocked her in for the run here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch high for a ball. Doubleheader in softball, non-conference play. Blue Ridge Sports Academy here in game 1. Asheville Trailblazers. They'll be rolling into town in a little while for game number 2. Wind up and the throw, swing and a miss. Haley McCall has a pretty good fastball. She can bring it. Very strong physical pitcher in the circle for the Guardians. Earlier this season, the teams met over in Buncombe County. Lady Devils winning that one 13-3. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be the second strikeout in a row now for Haley McCall. And that's going to bring top of the lineup Kirsten Smith to the plate for Swain County High School. 4-2 ball game, bottom of the second. Faith Woodard down at first base now with 2 out. There's a shot right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Faith is going to round second and will roll on into third base without any trouble, and a big base hit for Kirsten Smith here. So now runners on the corners. Haley Woodard got on with an error last time. And we would expect Kirsten is going to be heading down to second base in a pitch or two with second base open. 4-2, Guardians leading Swain High. And here's the run as no throw down to second. Kirsten now down at second and Faith over at third. 2 out. And again, Haley Woodard, the batter, having a great year, hitting .459, 13 hits, 4 doubles, 7 RBIs. There's a foul ball out of play, and Haley is one of the top run scorers for this Lady Devil team, scoring 15 times on the year. As a matter of fact, she leads the team in runs scored with 15. Maddie has 13. Kirsten Smith has 12. Lady Devils and double-figure runs scored. Here's the windup. Oh, that one kind of got away. It kind of looks like it might have hit her leg a little bit on that delivery by Haley McCall. High for a ball. But again, a nice warm afternoon. There is a slight breeze. Swing and a miss with runners at second and third by Haley. But hopefully with April winding down, the cold days will leave with the month of April and we'll get more into springtime. There's a foul ball. Everybody stays. And if you believe the old timers, and I do because it always happens here in the mountains, we've already had dogwood winter and now we'll have another little cold spot when the blackberries bloom. There's always blackberry winter when we have a couple of chilly days. Another foul ball out of play. I think Jeff Marr is going to be getting that one. He's over handling the concession stand, and that's about where it wound up. So he's I tell you, Jeff does so many good things for Swain County schools. Don't tell him I said that, okay? All right. Here's the windup by Haley McCall. Another foul ball. The Lady Devil batters are hanging in there as Haley Woodard, again, who got on with an error last time, is hanging in there in the batter's box and refusing to go down as she fouled another one off. Runners at second and third in this 4-2 Guardian lead, bottom of the second inning. Both innings for both teams have seen runs on the scoreboard. Another foul ball. A lot of running starts anyway. The base runners take off and Haley takes off, and they're all getting plenty of stop and start activity here, if you will, in the bottom of the second inning. Glad to have you along, Joe and Josh, joining us behind the scenes here with a camera and technical expertise. Ooh, that one missing low for a ball. Full count here. Big pitch with 2 out, 2 on. I would almost lay odds on a foul ball, but that's just a big, ball in play right between the shortstop and third. Going to be a base hit that's going to score 2. And down at first, and now heading on down to second on an errant throw is going to be Haley Woodard with a base hit and 2 RBIs. And that's going to tie this one up, I believe, at 4-4. So we've got a tie game now. So a big 2-out, 2-run single off the bat of Haley Woodard. Now Coach McElreath again talking with the umpire as the Lady Devils big stick Maddie Spates at the plate. The last game we broadcast was here against Cherokee, and Maddie nailed one over the fence for the first home run of the season for the team and for Maddie as well. There's a ground ball right by third base. I believe it's going to be fair. It is. A run will score. Maddie will slide on into second base safely. No slide, but she glides on into second base, if you will, with a stand-up double and a big RBI. So again, top of the lineup here really coming through for the Lady Devils. Smith with a single, Woodard with a single, Spates with a double, and now Candace Crisp batting in the number 4 cleanup spot. Takes pitch number 1 for a strike with 2 out. Last time up, Candace grounded to the pitcher. Maddie down at second base. Now it's a 5-4 Lady Devil lead with 4 runs here in the second inning. Foul ball. So again, Haley Woodard, couple of RBIs. Maddie Spates with an RBI. And a 5-4 Lady Devil lead. Ground ball, slow roller to third, and can't find the handle. Everybody's going to wind up safe. That's a tough play. So Candace is on. And again, I'm not the official scorer, but that is likely the second error of the day for the Guardians, as Savannah Smith will be hitting now for the Lady Devils. Both teams have had a couple of miscues defensively, which is, hey, part of the game. I believe the Lady Devils are going to have a pinch runner now. Candace Crisp, who is pitching, is going to be leaving and get over to take a breather before she comes back out to pitch. And it looks like it's going to be Bree Wesley coming on to run now for the Lady Devils, I believe. So Bree coming on to run. No, check that. No, it is. Yeah, that is going to be Bree Wesley, number 25. I thought it was number 5, but it's 25. Bree at first base. Probably going to take off for second here in just a moment, with second base open and Maddie down at third base. Maddie Spates. Swing and a miss. Everybody stays put. Haley McCall trying to pitch herself out of this jam here with a 5-4 Lady Devil lead and runners on the corners with a couple of outs. It has been a 2-out rally. Pitch high for a ball. Tori Johnson led off the inning with a big triple and then scored on a base hit by Faith Woodard, but there's a foul ball. Then 2 consecutive strikeouts for Swain. And it looked like it was going to be just a minimal inning. But now 1, 2, 3 hits in a row and an error. And the Lady Devils have put some more runs on the board. Pitch high for a ball. Savannah grounded to first base her last time up to end that first inning, where the Lady Devils got 1 run on the board. Haley McCall back on the rubber, and there's a ground ball to first base, caught on a line drive in the air. And obviously that was a double play, but 4 outs don't matter. So that's the way the inning will end. We've played 2, and the Lady Devils are up 5-4. We'll be right back. As we're back, we've played 2 here in non-conference play. We have a good one going on here on the Maroon Devils Network. And there's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. We can't make the play, and on at first base safely is going to be Hazel Braswell for the Blue Ridge Guardians, as Braswell is going to wind up on first base. Braswell got a base hit her last time. And our Lady Devils have a little trouble trying to get the handle on the softball. Callista Torres now batting. 1 on, nobody out. We're in the top of the third inning. 5-4, close ball game. The Lady Devils scored 4 in the bottom half of the second to take the lead. Pitch high for a ball from Candace Crisp. Pitching for the Lady Devils in the circle this afternoon. Glad to have you along, whether you're listening from possibly the Buncombe County area over in Swannanoa, where Blue Ridge Sports Academy is calling home. I'm sure a lot of their folks probably didn't have the chance to make the drive over, since this was a 4:30 start. A lot of folks, I'm sure, working, but we hope you are able to watch online. I was talking to some of the folks, the coaches, and a couple of the players for Blue Ridge Sports Academy, and they were aware that this game was online, and they were very happy about that, and we're very appreciative of our efforts of getting this broadcast online, so some of their folks back home can watch when they can't make the drive over from Asheville or Swannanoa, which is even further than the Asheville area. Another Buncombe County team coming up in Game 2 tonight, the Asheville Trailblazers, after this game, and that's going to be, looks like out number 1, as Callista Torres will go down on strikes, and that's going to bring up Rebecca Calloway, batting now the starting right fielder for the Guardians of Blue Ridge Sports Academy. And there is a foul ball off the bat of Rebecca. On deck will be top of the lineup, another Rebecca. Back-to-back Rebeccas, Rebecca Calloway, followed by Rebecca McElreath. The first of 2 McElreath sisters on this Guardian softball team. Coming in 1-4 on the season. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. Blue Ridge Sports Academy 1-4 on the year. The Lady Devils 3-11 on the year. And now the umpire wants a word with head coach Scott McElreath. And it seems that Rebecca Calloway might have been grazed by that previous pitch. I'm not 100% sure, but the umpire seems to believe that. And that's going to be awarding Rebecca Calloway first base. So now, Guardians with 2 runners on, top of the lineup, and Rebecca McElreath here batting. And she has been on base twice. First time with an error, second time with a base on balls. So the Guardians trying to answer back, down by 1. 5-4. Lady Devils in the lead. Ground ball to second base. Play's going to be over at first for the force. Runners will advance, but 1 down. 2 down, I'm sorry. 2 down now. Rebecca McElreath grounding into the force play. And that's going to bring Madison McElreath, Rebecca's sister, up to bat. And she's been on twice as well. Once with a base on balls, another hit by a pitch. And now the Guardians with runners at second and third. Rebecca Calloway down at second. Hazel Braswell over at third, and a foul ball. But a nice mild evening for softball as the regular season is starting to wind down big time. Pitch high for a ball. Next week in the Smoky Mountain Conference anyway, and I think all across the state in the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, next week I think winds up the regular season. And then seeding will get underway, and probably guessing next Saturday for the playoffs. That ball gets by. Runner is coming from third. Play at the plate, and the run will score here in the top of the third. And it's going to be a run in for Hazel Braswell, scoring now for the Guardians. And hustling on over to third base is going to be Rebecca Calloway. Madison McElreath will stay at the plate Runner at third, and now we've got a tie ball game at 5-5. Blue Ridge Sports Academy, 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, now 1 in the third. Swain with 1 in the first and 4 in the second. Swing and a miss. On deck is going to be Carly Bugg. But a close game going on here in game 1 of this scheduled doubleheader. Asheville Trailblazers coming up in game 2. Off-speed pitch gets through. Everybody stays, and everybody just means the one runner at third base, Rebecca Calloway. Tied at 5-5. Candace Crisp talking a little bit with Faith Woodard over at third base. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So the Guardians leave 1 on base as we go to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 5. Stay tuned. As we're back, we go to the bottom of the third inning, and we have a great game going on. 5-5 tie ball game. Lady Devils will be hitting here in the bottom of the third. Tori Johnson will lead off for Swain County. Had a big triple last time up, and then came around to score on the base hit by Faith Woodard. So it's going to be Tori Johnson, Faith Woodard, Hannah Schuler hitting here in the bottom of the third inning. This game's scheduled for 5. And then it's going to be game 2 coming up with the Asheville Trailblazers following this first game. A couple of non-conference games. High hopper right up the middle. Going to be a base hit. So Tori having a good day. 2 for 2 in her plate appearances. Faith Woodard had a big base hit and an RBI last time as she wrapped it over into right field and knocked in Tori. We have had a couple of drops of rain kind of blowing around here this afternoon. Doesn't seem like anything serious, but we haven't seen any umbrellas go up yet anyway by the fans around the stadium. Pitch in. That's going to be in for a strike. We have fans, and most of them hang out in deep left field or straightaway center field. Some of the more popular spots for the home fans. And the visitors actually sit behind home plate. So it's a very unusual situation here as far as seating. Ground ball back up the middle, and they flip it on over to second base for the forced play at second and get the lead runner. So that's going to be 1 down as Faith grounds into the forced play down at second base, and that's going to bring up Hannah Schuler, followed by Kaylee Parker. Batting here in the bottom of the third, 1 down. We're tied at 5-5. Hannah struck out last time. Down at first is going to be Faith Woodard. Second base is open. There's a bunt, and it's going to be out at first. Boy, that was close. I think some of the Swain fans believe that the first baseman might have pulled as they voiced their disapproval with that call, but not going to change anything as Hannah heads back to the dugout now with 2 down. But down at second base, Faith Woodard in scoring position. Kaylee Parker hitting now with 2 out. Kaylee struck out last time. The Lady Devils starting second baseman. Let's see. Wait a minute. We may have a pinch hitter here, and I believe we will. Coming on to hit now is going to be Maya Adams. Excuse me, Maya Adams coming on to hit now for the Lady Devils, number 22. Batting in this non-conference game. Pitch in for a strike here with 2 out. Again, Faith Woodard down at second base with the go-ahead run potentially. There's a foul ball off the bat of Maya. On the season, Maya Adams has only had 6 plate appearances on the year. So getting some valuable playing time. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. Is that going to be strike 3? I believe so. Yep. Faith Woodard thought it was, and she's right. She started to leave the field, and she's exactly right. So that's going to be strike 3. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. We're still tied 5-5. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. We go to the top of the 4th inning, and again, we're still tied as you can be, 5-5, as the Blue Ridge Sports Academy Guardians will be hitting now as Carly Bugg is at the plate. On the afternoon, Carly, the starting second baseman for the Guardians, has grounded to shortstop, also knocked in a run with that ground ball, and last time got a base on balls. That pitch floating in for a ball. Both pitchers doing a pretty good job. Candace Crisp in the circle for the Lady Devils. And on deck is going to be the pitcher for the Guardians, Haley McCall, the cleanup batter. Interestingly enough, both pitchers are cleanup hitters for their respective teams. So that tells you a little bit about their capability with the bat and their athleticism. As Crisp and McCall, both pitchers, both cleanup hitters in the lineup. And we've got a good one. 5-5 tie. That pitch in the dirt for a ball, and that's going to be a freebie. As Carly Bugg, whose dad is one of the assistant coaches, gets her second free base with a base on balls. Haley McCall got on with a walk last time as well. Her first time, Haley got an RBI with a ground ball to shortstop, and also, as we mentioned, walked last time up. But the Guardians, especially with Carly Bugg at first base, Carly can go. I would not be surprised to see her take off in a heartbeat here with a stolen base attempt with second base wide open. Candace with a windup, and there's a ground ball right back to the pitcher on over to first base in time. And that is a double play. How about that? Bang, bang, double play. A good play by Candace Crisp. And a tough break for Haley McCall as she grounded into a double play there. And tough break for her. So now 2 out, and Stacy Braswell, the Guardians first baseman, is hitting now flat out to center field last time. Got a single first time up. Talking about Stacy Braswell, the starting third baseman for the Guardians. The first baseman is Hazel Braswell. There's a shot. What a catch in center field. Wow, what a catch in center field by the Lady Devils, Kirsten Smith. She dove and caught that one with the glove up right on top of the grass. Yeah, that's one of those ESPN top 10 plays, if you know what I mean. What a great, great catch out in center field. You got to give credit where credit is due, and Kirsten caught that one in a full-out dive on the top of the grass. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We're still tied right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. What a finish in the top of the fourth inning as Kirsten Smith made one of the best catches we've seen all year in our coverage of Lady Devil softball here on the Maroon Devils Network. And Kirsten Smith just made a fantastic play, and now she comes in to hit. First pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball one. On the day, Kirsten, besides that ESPN top 10 play of the day catch in center field, has grounded to shortstop and got a base hit in 2 times. But she was in a full dive and caught that ball on top of the grass. Ground ball to the shortstop, on over to first base in time, and that's going to be 1 down. So the second grounder to short on the day by Kirsten Smith, but I've got to believe that her heart is still probably racing after that catch in center field. That was a phenomenal catch in center field by Kirsten Smith. Just a great, great play. Haley Woodard batting now. Got on with an error first time, got a base hit, and knocked in 2 runs her last time up in that big 3-run second inning, or 4-run second inning for the Lady Devils that tied it up. If you're just tuning in, Blue Ridge Sports Academy got 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, none in the fourth. The Lady Devils 1 run in the first, 4 in the second, none in the third. And hitting now, there's a foul ball here on the bottom of the fourth inning in the scheduled 5-inning contest. But we've seen some good hitting. We've seen, obviously, the defensive play of the day a moment ago by Kirsten Smith in center field. Outstanding catch. Haley Woodard, who is having a good season, hitting .459. The team leader with 15 runs scored. And she just added to her RBI total. She now has 9 on the year. And a strikeout. So 2 down as Haley McCall has really been on the money here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Getting the top 2 hitters in the lineup out, and that's going to bring up Maddie Spates. And Maddie got on with the fielder's choice first time, and then a big double last time up with an RBI for Maddie. Maddie on the season has 4 doubles along with 2 home runs, now 16 RBIs, and hitting right at 500. She came in hitting 500. She's hitting 500 on the day. Maddie, nobody on, 2 out. Pitch high for a ball. We're in the bottom of the 4th of the Schedule 5 inning contest. We are seeing some of the Asheville Trailblazers players make their way into the Lady Devils playing field here at Swain County High School. Wind up and the throw. High pop up. Could it be caught? I'm afraid it will over on a shallow third base play. So it's a 1-2-3 inning as Blue Ridge cuts down the Lady Devils, and we're still tied at 5. We go to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking Big Maroon.
Fans, we go to the top of the 5th inning, and we're still tied, 5-5. It's all 5s here. If you're playing poker, 3 5s wouldn't be a bad hand if you had a couple of aces or a couple of cowboys to go along with that. But now it's going to be the Guardians at bat, and leading off is going to be Anna Mitchell. On the day, Anna got a big double first time up, popped out to third base her last time. Batting now to lead off in the top of the 5th. This game scheduled for 5, as we've been talking about throughout the broadcast. We're playing 2 today. After this game, it's going to be the Asheville Trailblazers. And if you're watching on the Maroon Devils Network, you need to oh, there's a ball well hit. It's going to be deep into left field. It's one hop off the fence and throwing it back in quickly, holding that one to a single. Outstanding play out in left field. And I believe that's Faith Woodard out there. She has moved out to left field. And she made a good play. She got that one on one hop and got it back into the infield quickly to hold Anna Mitchell now to a single. Hazel Braswell in 2 times up today for the Guardians. A base hit and got on with an error last time. Batting now with 1 on, nobody out. Pitch in for a strike. So we did have a change defensively now, as out in left field is Faith Woodard. There's a foul ball. And by the way, coming in to play third base now, Hannah Schuler is over at third base. So a couple of defensive changes for the Lady Devils here. There's a well-hit ball as well. This one is going to be into right center field. Couple of hops off the fence. 1 run is going to be rounding second and will hold at third. And in with a stand-up double is going to be Hazel Braswell. So a big double off the fence. Two real shots off the bats of the Guardians here. Mitchell with a leadoff single, Braswell with a follow-up double, and now it's going to be Callista Torres, who has struck out in 2 times on the afternoon for the Guardians. Now check that. Now they're going to have a pinch hitter. Coming on is going to be Audrey Gillis, and it's paid off. There's a base hit up the middle. That is going to score 1 run. Throw coming into home plate, and it's going to be Gillis with a double. Technically, I guess you would say that's a single as the throw came into home plate, but Gillis now down at second base with a big RBI. The go-ahead run right now, 6-5, as a pinch hitter with a huge hit in her first at bat. Pitch going to be high for a ball. So now it's going to be Gillis down at second base for the Guardians, and down at third base is going to be Hazel Braswell. Anna Mitchell scored the go-ahead run a moment ago. There's a foul ball off the mask of Addison Jenkins behind the plate. So this game's scheduled for 5. The Guardians have answered with a run here in the top half of the inning. Of course, Swain County will have that at bat in the bottom half of the inning, coming up in the bottom of the 5th here. Candace with the windup. There's a foul ball out of play. And now another pinch hitter coming in is Sage Roscoe, pinch hitter for the Blue Ridge Sports Academy Guardians here. So 2 pinch hitters here in the 5th inning. And the pinch hit of Audrey Gillis is the go-ahead run. There's a ball getting by. A runner coming from third will score. So now 2 runs on the board for the Guardians here in the top half of the 5th inning, as now Hazel Braswell scores. And now Audrey Gillis, the pinch hitter, is going to be down at third base in scoring position. And there are no outs here, 7-5. Guardians with a big inning here. And now let's see, as the pitch comes from Crisp. Ball in the dirt. It's going to be bang, bang. Is that a double play? Yes. Out at first, out at home. So the Lady Devils got a big bang, bang double play on the drop third strike, throw to first, and then the throw back home. And that saves a potential run. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Guardians 7. The Lady Devils 5. No, wait a minute. That's only 2 out. I guess that was it happened so quickly. There were no outs before that bang bang double play with the batter and then the runner trying to score from third. Now the bases are empty, 2 out. But the pinch hitters have really made some noise for the Guardians here in the top half of the 5th inning. Pitch going to be in the dirt. This is the leadoff batter, Rebecca McElreath, one of head coach Scott McElreath's daughters. He has Rebecca and Madison on his team, and this is a very competitive team. It's a team Swain beat early in the year, 13-3. But this is a different ball game so far today. The Guardians up 7-5, top of the 5th in this 5-inning contest. Nobody on now, 2 out. As we mentioned, that double play saving a potential run if you're the Lady Devil defense. Drop third strike, throw to first, got the batter, throw back home, got the runner trying to score from third. There's a pop foul. That's going to be, that ball is touched in play as the catcher Addison Jenkins made a dive for it. I believe she touched it, which made it a live ball. And now there's a throw at first as the runner, for some reason, stopped and didn't finish her run to first. But now Rebecca McElreath is at first base safely with 2 out. So now 2 out, runner at first. Guardians up 7-5 here at the top of the 5th. Madison McElreath, Rebecca's sister, at the plate now. Struck out last time. So wow, this game getting. There's a throw down to second, potential base steal, safe. Rebecca McElreath sliding in under the tag. Maddie Spates over there from the shortstop covering second base on the throw from Addison behind the plate. So now Rebecca at second, 2 out. Pitch high for a ball. So we're seeing quite a finish here in a game that was tied 5-5. The Guardians answering with 2 runs now. And the Swain High Lady Devils will be hitting in the bottom of the inning to see what the answer will be. Pitch high for a ball. And the Asheville Trailblazers are again kind of drifting in one player at a time. They drive. They are not blessed with a team bus. I'm pretty sure they're a charter school. And they drive their own vehicles over to play from Asheville. Blue Ridge Sports Academy, by the way, is also from Buncombe County over in Swannanoa. And there's ball 4. And now runners at first and second. The McElreath sisters, Rebecca at second, Madison at first, Carly Bugg, another coach's daughter. McElreaths are the head coach Scott's daughter, and Carly Bugg is the daughter of assistant coach Bugg for the Guardians. Pitch in for a strike, 2 out. Top of the 5th in the scheduled 5th inning, 5-inning non-conference matchup. Here's the windup and the throw. Pitch missing for a ball. Would like to remind you, as we started to say a moment ago, if you're watching on the Maroon Devils Network, you'll have to basically go away and then relaunch for Game 2 if you want to come back for the second game of our broadcast. Swing and a miss. Big cut at the plate by Carly Bugg. And it's been a while since we have broadcast softball doubleheaders. It's been a good while. Non-conference action today. Next week we'll wind up conference play for the Lady Devils. There's a foul ball out of play. Senior night coming up on Tuesday for Swain High. 6 p.m. is the scheduled start, weather permitting. Andrews will be here in baseball and softball. 1 senior on the softball team, 5 seniors on the baseball team, and all those seniors are going to be missed. We hope you'll be here to honor them. We'll be here with a broadcast. Just missing. Oh, no, now there's a late call, 3rd strike, and that's going to be out number 3. Very late call, but now the Lady Devils will be trying to answer in the bottom of the 5th when we come back. Welcome back, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning in the scheduled 5-inning contest, non-conference play between the home-standing Swain High Lady Devils. Pitch in for a ball to Candace Crisp, the cleanup hitter for the Lady Devils here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Candace Crisp, Savannah Smith, Tori Johnson, the 4, 5, and 6 batters for Swain High, the host team here on this non-conference matchup. There's a ground ball. It's going to be foul on the third base side. Remember, game 2 coming up a few minutes following this first game. And as we mentioned, you'll have to relaunch to come back and join us for game 2, as the Asheville Trailblazers will be here in non-conference play for game 2. There's another foul ball off the bat of Candace, who got on with an error last time. And as we mentioned, next week going to wind up the regular season in high school baseball and softball in the North Carolina High School Athletic Association play. Talking about that, as here's the windup on the throw. Candace Crisp high for a ball. Or check that off the right arm of Hayla McCall, pitching to Candace Crisp. Pitcher against pitcher right now. And both, again, interestingly enough, are cleanup batters. There's another foul ball. Talking about baseball, the Swain High Maroon Devils are right now locked in a first-place tie with the Murphy Bulldogs. And here's how that's going to play out next week. If Swain beats Andrews twice next week, and Murphy beats Hayesville twice next week, it's going to be a tie for the conference championship in baseball. Pitch outside for a ball. If Swain sweeps Andrews next week with 2 wins, and Hayesville can beat Murphy 1 out of 2 next week, Swain wins the conference baseball title outright. There's a foul ball out of play again. So I guess next week, if you're a Maroon Devil fan, you're also going to be a Hayesville Yellow Jacket fan next week for a potential 1-game situation. Of course, Swain has to win 2 against Andrews to make that happen. And I would think the Maroon Devils would be a favorite. There's another foul ball off the bat of Candace. So that's the scenario. And by the way, Swain did beat Hayesville in baseball yesterday. Charlie Collins had a huge game pitching. 5 innings pitched, giving up only 3 hits, only 1 run, and struck out 9 in that big win. Ball in the dirt. And it's going to be a base on balls. So Candace Crisp is on. It's a 2-run Guardian lead, and the tying run is at the plate. And let's see, we may have a change. Okay, got to bring on a pinch runner. And that's going to be Savannah Loftus coming on as the pinch runner. Now, are we going to have a pinch hitter? Nope, it's going to be Savannah Smith. We saw a lot of people up there in front of the Lady Devil dugout. Just wanted to be sure we got the right combination here. Savannah lined out to first base last time, grounded to first base her first time up, and now hits one foul behind home plate. But again, the tying run at the plate, 7-5, Guardians trying to even this home and away series. Swain went to the Blue Ridge Sports Academy playing field earlier with a 13-3 win. There's another foul ball. Quickly 0-2 to Savannah Smith. Tori Johnson on deck. Coach Toby Burrell giving the signals to his pinch runner, Savannah Loftus, at first base. 2 strikes now on the hitter. Another Savannah Smith at the plate. Off-speed pitch, missing for a ball. So Savannah on first, and Savannah hitting. Here's the windup and the throw. Ground ball is going to be in play to third base. They try to go to second. It's not going to be in time. Throw goes into right center field. Savannah round second, goes to third, and we've got Savannah at first base as well. So Savannah Smith got the ground ball in play. The Guardians couldn't make the play at second. And now we have 2 Savannahs on. Savannah Loftus at third. Savannah Smith, the batter, at first. Second base is open. Nobody out. And now Coach McElreath wants to talk it over here. Big situation with nobody out. 2 runners on in a 2-run contest. I have a feeling he's probably going to be leaving his pitcher, Haley McCall, in. Haley has pitched a really good ball game, but just a defensive miscue there by the Guardians. So instead of a potential out, either at second base or at first base on that ground ball, nobody out, now runners on the corners. Coach McElreath back to the dugout. And it should bring Tori Johnson up for the Lady Devils batting now. Tori on the day has had a great day. A big triple and a base hit, 2 for 2. There's a ground ball in play to second base. Second baseman knocks it down, gets it to first. Got the out at first, but allows a run to score. So now it's a 7-6 ball game with a runner at second. Savannah Smith is going to be at second. Coach McElreath back out. I think he's just checking to be sure that his second baseman out there. And that's Carly Bugg. That ball looked like it either hit her in the face mask, which she has on, or it hit her in the throat. And I think Coach McElreath wanted to be sure. Of course, Carly's dad, also a coach, so he wanted to make sure she was okay, because that sharp ground ball to the face, even with a mask on, can hurt. There's a foul ball out of play. So now a one-run game. The tying run at second base is Savannah Smith. And the Lady Devils have a potential go-ahead run, and Faith Woodard at the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. Now throws to first, gets the out, but Savannah goes to third, and she's going to stay, though. I think she might be shaken up a little bit as the ball got by. I think she's shaken up. I think Savannah Smith, normally a player will get up and run, but she stayed down, which is not good. Now our certified athletic trainer, Carrie Powell, is out there, and that does not look good as Savannah is still down. And boy, a really nice gesture. The Blue Ridge Sports Academy players have her surrounded on one knee, and that says a lot about them as Coach Burrell is out there. Coach Robbie Brown coming out, and again, Carrie Powell, who is such an asset to this program with all she does in every sport, is out working on her. And I'm just guessing it's they're working on her right calf. So we'll take a timeout. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back. Again, we hope Savannah Smith is going to be okay. She was helped off the field, looks like, with a possible leg injury, not sure, but here we go. Got the tying run down at third base. Down there is Addison Jenkins, I believe, number 5, is down at third base as a pinch runner for Savannah, who was injured on that play, and they're working on her over there in the dugout now, and I hope she's going to be okay. At the plate is going to be Hannah Schuler. Ground ball to third, on to home, and that's going to be out at home plate. And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as that is out number 3. And looks like one of the players is slow getting up, and we hope they're going to be okay on that somewhat of a collision at home plate. The catcher for the Guardians gets up okay, throws her stuff away. I know they're happy as they have pulled off a 7-6 win. Fans, that's going to wind it up for this first broadcast. We're going to break away, and then you can relaunch and come back and join us in a few minutes for Game 2 of our doubleheader right here live on the Maroon Devils Network.